Hello, welcome to another demo video. In this Go High Level demo video, I will show how I set up calendar appointment booking. I am going to calendar section, and after that if I go to the calendar settings, here you see there has a calendar. Its name is free roof inspection. I made it for roof business, which is demo business. If I open this calendar, how it looks like, and let me open it, and you see it looks like this. It's for sales team, free roof inspection, 1 hour is meeting time, and here has a description, and customer can select the date, which date they want to book appointment. For example, I am selecting 24 and time is this one. After that, customer can fill their first name, last name, phone number, email address, and additional information. And here has a consent box and schedule free roof inspection. That's it. Okay, let me show how I configured this at the back end. If I click on edit calendar, first of all, here has a basic details. I added calendar logo, and here has the calendar name. Here is the description and custom URL and which group should manage this calendar's booking. If already have any group for this business, then here we can select, and I selected as a sales, and here is a meeting invite title. So I made it free roof inspection, then contact name. I mean which person will book this calendar, his name will display this part. Okay, next, how I configured the staff and location. As I said, it's a demo account, so there is no staff. I selected myself, and meeting location, I made it custom, but here has lots of option. For example, if business owner want to meet in Zoom, can select the Zoom, Google Meet, phone, full address, or Microsoft Team. As your preference, I can set that one. I made it custom, and here is a label. It's customer property on-site inspection. As it's a roof business, so as it's a inspection meeting, from the business owner have to send any authority person to inspect customer roof. That's why I added these things. Okay, come to the next. Here is the availability section. If I click here, you see I set it except Saturday and Sunday, rest of the 5 days and office working hour. And here I selected GMT -6 time zone. If your time zone is different, I can set it that time zone, and your working hour is different, I can set that. I always make sure it appointment will book at the working hour. Okay, fine. And if recurring meeting should enable, I will enable it from here. Okay, now come to the booking rules. Here is the settings. What should be the appointment duration, and what would be the meeting interval and minimum scheduling notice, etc. Okay, come to the first. Meeting interval, I set it 30 minutes. Meeting duration, I set it 60 minutes. Minimum scheduling notice, 4 hours. Date range, I mean for next 30 days, customer can book their appointment. So I made it 30 days, but for your business, if it's like 60 days, 90 days, or 15 days, whatever your requirement, I can set it here. Pre-buffer time, I gave 15 minutes. Post-buffer time, I gave another 15 minutes. Maximum booking per day, I gave 5. And maximum booking per slot, I gave 1. But if you have separate choice, I can give that one. Okay, now come to the advanced settings. And first of all is form and confirmation. We can select a form here. If you want to make custom form, in later video I will show how I made the custom form. From here I can select that form. For this calendar appointment booking, I selected default, first, last, email, phone, and notes. That's it. But if your business demand or required another custom fields to book appointment, I can set it from the form section. I can make a new form and I will select it from here. And here is the order, like what should I display first, date and time selector or form section. For this calendar, I set date and time selector first, after that the form. But if you need separate things, like form is first, date and time is last section, I can make it from here, no problem. And sticky contact section, I disabled it, but if you need to enable it, I can enable. Then it will pre-populate the fields for the known customer. And finally, here is the consent box. I enable it, but if you don't need any consent box, I can disable it, or you can change the text from here. And guest I disabled, but if your business demand need to add guest or enable this section, I can enable it, no problem. After the booking, what should display? I made it default like a thank you message, but if you wish, you can redirect to another URL like your website, a specific page. Then after booking confirmation, user will redirect that specific website. Or and here I didn't add any meta pixel ID, but if you want to track all of the things with the meta, then I can add the pixel ID. And finally, auto confirm new calendar meetings. I enabled it. This meeting will get automatically confirmation message. Now come to the payment section. As this is non-paid appointment, that's why I didn't enable it. But for some business, if user want to book a appointment, they have to pay. So for your business, have the payment term like if user want to book appointment, they have to pay. Then I can enable it and I can manage your payment provider here. I can set up it perfectly. Now come to the notification and policies. Okay. Here after the appointment booking, how the notification will get the user end and the business owner end. So first of all, appointment booked status unconfirmed notifies when appointment is booked with unconfirmed status. Then if you want to get email notification, we can enable it from here. For demo, I added email and in-app notification. Appointment booked status confirm. When user will confirm the appointment booking status, then we'll get email and in-app notification. Cancellation also I set. But if you want to add WhatsApp and SMS notification also, we can enable it from here. For reschedule, reminder, follow-up, all things I set here, but if your business has separate requirement, I can set perfectly as per your recommendation. Now here is few additional settings. So if you need those things, I can enable or disable for your business. And it's the most important things, cancellation and reschedule policy. So allow reschedule meeting. I enable it. Rescheduling link will expire 24 hours. Allow cancellation meeting. Here is the same things I added 24 hours before meeting. And third party calendar settings. Here has the option to Google, Outlook, iCloud calendar to send invitation or update email to attendance. And here is a meeting invites node. And finally is the widget appearance. Here we can set the logo, calendar widget style, new or classic, and color settings are here. If you don't want to show the calendar title, description, details, then we can disable it from here. Now let's go back to the connection section. And here I didn't set anything, but for your business, if need to connect video conferencing or Google organic booking, I can set it from here. And let's go back to the calendar settings again. Under the appointment list view, if someone booked your appointment, it will display here. And if I give a filter like calendar is, and as I already created only one calendar, so that's why it's showing one here. But for your business, there could be multiple calendar. So which customer booked for which calendar, you can select it from here. So if I select free roof inspection and apply the filter, under that calendar, as many people booked, it will display here. And here I can make a smart list with the booked person. And from here I can customize the list. And if I come to the manage columns, we can manage the columns from here. Like if we want to add the created by, date added, source, we can do it from here. Okay, that's it. I explained how I configured the calendar settings. So thank you.